t.blaze369@gmail.com. I'm on Reverb Nation as T_Blaze. On Facebook, it's TERI T Blaze. Yep.
You got any CDs?
Some people back there?
Yeah.
Okay. I know children in here, right? Don't change the mood. You know just what to do. I love the way you're holding me, and I feel so brand new. There's no place I'd rather be, 'cause we be in love. Yeah, yeah, we be in love. Yeah. I'm holding my pillow tight when you're not there at night, and sometimes I wish that I could wake up to your face every morning. Ooh, in the morning, yeah. And though we're not quite there yet, I can't wait for the day to hear you say, baby, without you in my life I'll be so empty. Oh, but you know just what to do. I love the way you're holding me, and I feel so brand new. There's no place I'd rather be, 'cause we be in love. Yeah, yeah, we be in love. Yeah. I remember our first time making love. In fact, every time we connect, there's this explosion and a spontaneous combustive reaction that sends our bodies into outer space light years away from here, with no plans of breaking through the clouds to come down. We're so high off our love that nothing but the sound of your voice exists for me, and my moans is the only thing audible to you. Oblivious of time and agendas, everything in our world stops doing this heart to heart and hips to hips, hand to hand, and lips to lips collision. There's nothing but you in my limited vision. I'm partially blind as the sweat drips down from my face to my breast while I ride the wave underneath. I know you can read my mind. This right here is all mine. And I continue to convince you of my propriety over your body. I guess being apart for long periods of time possesses hidden treasures like time capsules filled with pleasant treasures inside, as if you have never experienced them before. Somehow made new and even more precious to you than the last time you opened it up. Body shakes at the mere thought of your touch. Sometimes it's too much. I can't control my emotions when you start stroking the petals of my rose. She remembers the slow motion and the strong blows. Anticipation squeezes precipitation from her, producing a mist with a sheen like slick oil on freshly paved blacktops, creating a substance much like the consistency of snot raindrops. And it appears that Mr. Caterpillar sheds a tear or two, and just like that, making love to you is new every time I see you. Attracted like magnets, caught up like dragnets, entangled in a force field so powerful, loving you is always incredible. You can't get that from a one-night stand. You can't get that distinction from just any man. I will always remember our first time, because it's just like that every time we make love. This piece I didn't tell her to put in the introduction, but I do have a book called Up Like This. A book of poetry on bn.com, which is it's been evading me for so long, I forgot what I was looking for. So I was feeling like Waldo when I stepped foot into the bookstore. This is no ordinary meeting place for what I was looking to attain. I wanted the ultimate love story, visual attraction secondary, character was the main. I paced up and down every single aisle, almost too tempted to choose for lack of vengeance, losing my patience. I almost fell for the cover that looked the best, so I sat down on the steps to rest. Directly across from me, I gazed upon the simplicity of a hardback brown with the color likened to a paper sack, roots and leaves embossed displaying signs of its nature. Recycled pages. I wondered about its content. I imagined warmth that can melt a glacier. I caressed the cover with a gentle intensity. I felt a heat like people were watching me. I looked around the room as if I had stolen a moment. I was drawn like electricity to this book and I wanted to own it. I opened the cover with caution and there could be no mistakes. I imagined the story would be awesome and I couldn't wait. I ran my fingers across the pages and a feeling of anticipation took over my body. Excited and heart racing, I was anxious but haste would take away from the mystery. I wrapped this book up in my arms like a newborn baby. I was done giving my time to perhapses and babies. I had made my choice. I reached the counter and raised my voice. This is it. The one I have been looking to possess. There was no more wondering. I had found the perfect case.